Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for your presence here today. I am Commissioner Marleine Bastien, representing District 2, which include Miami, North Miami Beach, Biscayne Garden, and part of Opalo. I am deeply disheartened and outraged by the Trump administration's decision to roll back temporary protected status for thousands of Haitian nationals who have built their lives, families, and futures here in the United States. Some of these families that I know personally have been here since 1988. Among them, among the estimated 500,000, there are at least over 2 million children, US-born children, Americans. This decision not only disregards the ongoing challenges Haiti continues to face, from natural disasters to political instability, economic instability, but it also undermines the values of compassion and fairness that this country stands for. Haitian TPS recipients are hard-working, law-abiding residents who have contributed significantly to our communities, our economy, and our cultural fabric, especially here in Miami-Dade County. Many have lived in the US for decades, raising children, starting businesses, and becoming vital members of our society. During COVID, we saw the important role that these families played. To send them back to a country still grappling with the aftermath of a devastating earthquake, political unrest, and economic hardship is both inhumane and unjust. It puts life at risk and tears families apart. Since this decision yesterday, my phone has not stopped ringing from all, not only in the US, but from all over the world, because the global Haitian diaspora is large, because we are a nation that has been tagged with dictatorships after dictatorships and political unrest after political unrest. So our people have been forced to leave and scattered around the world. And then there are a lot of these people who have family members here. And then when they know what is going on in Haiti, when they know that this is a country that we call in Creole pays loc, no commercial airlines, big commercial airlines, except one, is flying to Haiti because of the danger it poses to them. And now, this administration decides to send thousands, including their US-born children, to a place where they may lose their life. As a proud representative of a community enriched by its Haitian residents, I stand firmly against this decision and call on our federal leaders to pursue policies that uphold human dignity and protect vulnerable populations like Haitians, Venezuelans, and every other nation with TPS. I will continue to advocate for a permanent solution that ensures Haitians and other TPS recipients can remain safely in the United States. As we know, people usually do not wake up from one day to the next and then say, you know what? I'm gonna come to the US, or I'm gonna go to Canada. People leave for the most part because there are pressures that prevent them from living in peace, in safety. That's why they come. That is why today we stand with the collective voices of elected leaders throughout the nation to ask three things. We are asking Congress to act. It is time for Congress to act. While our legal community, represented here by our iconic Iowa Courage Band, is meeting and to decide what kind of legal approach to take, we are asking Congress to act to protect these vulnerable populations. Number two, bring security to Haiti. Bring security to Haiti. Yes. We call the Kenyan police, use those millions and millions of dollars to train the Haitian National Police. It did not make any sense then. It does not make any sense now. As we clearly told the Biden administration, this would not work. You have a nation in turmoil, and you have police officers who are going to fight gangs with their bare hands, and then you're sending $650 million to seek for Kenyans across the world in Africa to bring them to a nation that they do not know. We told the Biden administration it would not work. It has not worked. As a matter of fact, the situation has worsened, and some of the images I've been receiving in the past few days break my heart. My heart bleeds. My heart bleeds when I see some of the pictures of school children on their tummies, hiding and screaming. I spare you. I spare you. You know, about some of these images, the images I have been seeing for the past 3-5 years. So number one, we need Congress to act, while the legal community is trying to decide what to do. We need the Kenyans to go home and use all these resources to train the national police and the Haitian army. And then thirdly, we need the Haitian leaders to put a spine on their back and act.
Yeah. Yes.
We must address the root causes of migration. The Haitian leaders, the so-called Haitian leaders, need to act now. Start a national dialogue in the nation to eventually develop a strategy to craft a path forward to bring Haiti to its old, grander days. Only you, Haitian leaders, I'm talking to you now. Put a spine.
Yes.
Or a spine.
Yes.
Or a spine. Start a national dialogue now. Too many children are dying in Haiti right now. No one will do it for you. Do it now. Congress must act. Resources to bring safety to Haiti. Send the Kenyans packing. Invest this money in the national police and the Haitian army. And then the so-called presidents or leaders, get your act together and start thinking about Haiti for once instead of the province. Thank you so much.